Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Patty. My family has left for the day. You know, the kids are on the bus. Husband's gone to work. I'm going to be leaving for the office in just a few minutes, but I thought I'd go ahead and make a video before I left while I can, because I don't really like to film when anyone's around. So thought I'd go ahead and do that. So I want to let you know how things were going. I did not get to walk or run last week, except for last Sunday, because we had some nasty weather here. We had snow and sleet, and it was just ridiculous. So, and then of course, you know, when you've had all the snow and the sleet, after that you have swamplands, so it was just nasty. But I weighed in on Saturday and I stayed exactly the same, which in all honesty I was thrilled with that. I was not at all disappointed. Um, I was actually happy, you know, because I didn't actually get to work out and things like that. So, yeah, so I was really happy with that. The other thing is I wanted to mention um, yesterday I had to go to a birthday party for a 10-year-old. It was my cousin's little boy. And anyway, my cousin, he has had gastric bypass surgery. And, you know, if you're new to my channel, you don't know this, but I'm not a very big advocate for gastric bypass. That said, um, I am open to the sleeve. I think that is a lot less invasive, even though removing 85% of your stomach. I just don't like the whole rerouting of your intestines and things like that. I just think that it, it, I just don't like it. I mean, that's just my opinion. Um, but anyway, so you know, I don't really hate. I mean, I don't hate him at all. He's my cousin. I love him, but I don't agree with his decision to go through that. He's a father of three small children, and I think it's in a way irresponsible, to put yourself at risk like that to, you know, die. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't want. I'm not judging him. I guess it does sound like I am, but I just I think that there's so many other ways to get healthy that could be done differently. Um, you know, I've even written a letter, and I don't remember if I had ever mentioned this before, but I had written a letter to my company's board of directors, basically begging them to allow, our insurance to cover weight loss surgery. And it wasn't so that I could have gastric bypass, but just so that I could have the option to have the sleeve if I wanted it. Um, because there was a time when I was very just depressed and didn't think that I could do this on my own, and I still never received an answer. So it's just whatever. But I don't know, this is a ramble, and I know this makes no sense, but I just I've seen so many people die as a result of gastric bypass surgery, whether it's I had a friend who she started drinking a lot. She was type 1 diabetic. Who wore an insulin pump. You know, sugar got too low, passes out. I had another guy that I went to high school with who was buried on his 34th birthday. Or no, his 37th birthday. That's right. Um, because his liver failed. I mean, you've altered your life. This is, I mean, yeah, it's a lifestyle now, and you have absolutely no control over whether or not it continues to be a lifestyle or not. I mean, you're forced, and you have no way to change your mind. And I guess that could be good or bad, but I don't know. those are just my thoughts. But let me get back to the story. My bad. I'm so sorry of rambling. But he had asked me yesterday, well, what are you doing? How are you trying to lose weight? And and I had told him that, I was back on Weight Watchers, and and then I had also, my sister and I had decided to meet at least once a week to exercise together. I mean, and my sister, like I said it before, has lost a lot of weight. She's a jogger now, and so yesterday before the party, I did meet my sister. We did get in 5 miles, and I actually jogged a quarter-mile stretch, and then like a few other little stints. So I think in total I probably jogged a half a mile. But then the days that I don't jog with her or walk with her, I do try to do the Couch to 5K program. And I know you're not supposed to do that back to back, but even though I walked with her yesterday, I'm going to do that again tonight after work, and then I'll do it again on Wednesday to get the 3 times in a week. No. Yeah, I'm going to do tonight, Wednesday, and I don't remember now. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, I'm gonna do it 2 or 3 times this week, and then a couple of nights a week. This week I'm gonna do some strength training. I do have a weight bench in my basement that I've dug out, and I'm gonna try to do that and start toning up some muscle under the fat, so that when I get rid of the fat, some of the muscle will shoot through. Um, so that's my goal. But another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about um, before I forgot, because I totally meant to mention this last week. Um, there has been one thing that I've learned recently is that I think has helped me stay on track and stay motivated and inspired, and that is to surround myself with positive reinforcements, you know. And that could come from, going on a Weight Watchers meeting, which I'm not actually going to, um, or just being in a group of people that have the same goals as you. And I have discovered a podcast now. I'd never really thought much about podcasts, but in all honesty, I don't even remember how I found this person, but she has seriously been a godsend. Her name is Heather, and she has a weight loss, or I'm sorry, she has a website and a podcast. It's called Half Size Me. Um, but in her podcasts, she discusses, her own struggles. She interviews other people who have lost a lot of weight, and it's not only just on Weight Watchers. Now, she did lose 170 pounds on Weight Watchers, but she's not, you know, a one kind of way person. I mean, everybody has their own way of losing weight, and I believe she's made the comment that everybody's traveled this journey. It's just some people use a different vehicle, and I agree with that. So, but anyway, they are so inspiring, and you can, if you go to halfsizeme.com, you can sign up for. I think she has some free weekly podcasts. And then you can also find her on iTunes and Stitcher. Um, but she's just incredible with her her points, her inspiration. Um, I do belong to her community now. I think it's less than $20 a month, but what I get is I get to access the Facebook group that she has, and let me tell you, these people are just so awesome. I mean, they want you to succeed. They know what you're feeling, and it's such a great group of people. So I highly recommend, if you don't even join the website, for the $20 or the less than $20 a month, you can still download her podcasts for free and listen to them. I mean, that's all I listen to now when I drive to work and come back home, and even when I exercise by myself, because it's just, I mean, why would I want to listen to music anymore? You know, I used to listen to a talk radio station in the morning, a political talk radio station. Loved it. The female co-host was actually a good friend of mine. She's no longer there, so I have no reason to listen. I don't like them anymore. It's a bunch of guys on there now. No offense, guys, but all I want to talk about is sports. Not, not, no, not gonna do that. So anyway, so this has really helped me out a lot. The other thing that I have done is I have started a blog, and you know, I haven't really gotten in deep with it yet. You know, I try to post a couple of times a week. I hope to do a little bit more, but you know, obviously I'm inspired by Heather, you know, because she has a blog. I mean, she's done so much. She did start all of this after she reached her goal weight, but I kind of want to go through the journey and document my progress and everything like that um, before, you know, I want to do that now so that I can go back and reflect, or that someone else, you know, can come in 2 years from now when I've reached my goal and go back and read and say, okay, I get it. I see what she's going through. I'm going through the same thing, and I see where she's gotten to, and I know that I can do it too. So, you know, this is real feelings that I'm explaining in my blog. So, um, oh, but I did want to mention, and I'll link her website and my blog below. But one other thing that my cousin had asked me yesterday was, you know, he asked how much I had lost, and I told him that I had lost 14 pounds. And he said, well, how much more do you want to lose? Now, first of all, this guy is like a girl, in my opinion. I mean, you know, he will ask questions that are inappropriate to ask a woman unless you're another woman. You know what I mean? But anyway, I told him, I said, I don't want to answer that. And he said, oh, do you not know yet? I said, no, I know. I know exactly how much I want to lose. I said, but right now, my goals that I've set for myself involve, you know, I want to run in March. That is my goal. I want to run a mile nonstop in March. Now, that's all I'm focused on right now is running. I am following the program. Excuse me, I just had breakfast. I am following the Weight Watchers program, specifically the Simply Feeling or Simple Start. And I said, but if I focus on that number on the scale, that's going to dictate to me how I feel. And I don't want that to happen anymore. But if I can focus on running, I can make that happen. I know. I mean, that the result is what I give it. It's what I do. That is the result. So if I continuously train and exercise and do all of those things, then I am going to reach that goal of running that mile. And as much as that's what my goal is for March, if it doesn't happen by the end of March, let's say I can only run a half a mile at the end of March, I'm okay with that too, because that's progress. It's better than where I am right now. So what I want to say is, or what I told him was, that's my focus. That's my goal, is to get that running in. When I do that, that weight loss is going to come along with that. That's just a given. I mean, I can't imagine following an eating program as healthy as Weight Watchers and doing all of the activity that goes along with it. That it's a given. It's gonna happen. So anyway, that's just my take. I don't think I've ever made a video this long before. So anyway, if you're still with me, thank you so much for watching. And and oh, I gotta say, thank you all for the wonderful welcome back post that you sent me last week. It just made my day. I mean, you know, that you remembered me and that you just were happy to see me again. And it really felt good to be welcomed back. You know, many times I watch videos and I don't comment, or I don't, you know, whatever. I'm going to change that. I mean, because it's important to get that feedback, to feel that welcome and the warmth and the love. So anyway, that's it, y'all. I better get out of here before they fire me from my job. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.